Another day, another episode of Sanctuary of Reality, my comic review series. Today we look at Chapter 11 of High Society, Cerebus, Issue 36, The Night Before. Cerebus and Jaka finally reunite after 30 issues. Unfortunately, the high life has gone to his head. He brags about his money, about his rooms, his power. He wants her to move in with him in Astoria and never dance again. But she likes dancing, which is frowned upon by the upper class. When Jaka asks when Cerebus remembered her, he lowers his guard and finally lets her in emotionally. But that doesn't last long before he accuses her of being there just for a handout, and it breaks her heart. She is indeed poor, but because she spent her last bit of money on an investment. What familiar gift does Jaka bring for Cerebus? Will Cerebus and Jaka finally be together? Jaka's gift was last seen in issue 12. I bet you didn't even notice it was missing. I didn't. This is an emotional issue. It's essentially Cerebus's past reaching out and finding itself overpowered by his present. It's a gripping issue, and despite it being just a conversation between two people, that's something this book does very well, is conversations between two people as a very enticing story. There's only one joke, and it's an actual joke, not just humor for our benefit. I have a particular view of Jaka that I think differs from what Dave intended, but I can't really get into that until we get to her final appearances much later on in the book. Needless to say, I think she is, right where she is right now, the closest thing Cerebus will ever have to what romantics would refer to as a soulmate. The problem here is Cerebus is trying to be something he's not. He hasn't really changed exactly, but rather he wants to change. He wants the person he's becoming to be the person that he is. If Jaka had shown up a few issues earlier, she might have had a chance to really reach him. And hell, if she'd showed up a few issues later, she might have had no chance at all. The fact that she does show up here will be important, I personally believe, to Cerebus surviving this particular chapter in his life. Without this reminder of his past, well, the series would have gotten a lot shorter. In my opinion, of course. Next time, PetuniaCon begins.